Good morning, friends. Now, our second chapter, that is CSS and JavaScript. As I told you, our first chapter is over, and our second chapter, that is CSS and JavaScript. CSS and JavaScript both are different topics. CSS means style. If you want to apply style, then you have to use CSS, and JavaScript means validation. In CSS we have to learn four topics. First of all, CSS, why we are using CSS, how can I write it. Second is CSS syntax. If you want to apply CSS in your registration form, then how can you apply by using CSS syntax, and CSS advantages and disadvantages. uh, so CSS, why we are using CSS is completed, because see, if you want to apply bold effect, italic effect, underline effect, if you want to apply font color, font size, font family, then you have to use some text for HTML, in HTML. But I want to apply CSS, then what is the difference between CSS and HTML? In HTML, if you want to apply bold effect, then you have to use B tag. Which tag? B tag. In HTML, if you want to apply italic, then you have to use I tag. In HTML, you if you want to apply underline, then you have to use U effect. In HTML, if you want to apply font family, then you have to use font tag. Font size, then you have to use font tag. If you want to apply font size, font family, font color, then you have to use font tag. All these tag we can use through CSS. Then what is the difference between CSS and HTML? Already we have learned about HTML tags. We know how to apply HTML tags in for formatting. Formatting means what? If you want to change look and feel your web page, look and feel of your web page. If you want to change if you want to see your web page in a different manner, then you have to use some style. If you want to apply some style in HTML, then you have to use this text. But I want to apply styles through CSS, then what is the difference between CSS and this HTML tag? If I'm telling you, you have to create 5 pages. How many pages? 5 pages. First page, that is registration page. Next page, you have to create a sign up page, sign in page, sign out page. Various pages you have to create. In all these pages you have to apply same effect. For example, first my page is registration page. In registration page, I am applying bold effect, italic effect, underline effect. I am applying font size, font color, font family, all of the center alignment, border, dotted border, border color, and I am applying all this effect to my registration form heading. I want to apply all this effect to rest of the pages, to my all the rest of the pages. It means I want to apply all this same effect in another pages. So you have to write all this tag in all the pages. You have to compulsory write all these tag, BIU font tag, for all pages, because you are using HTML tag. But in CSS you have to write only one time. There is no need to write. You have to only select in composer when you are using CSS, and you can apply this CSS to all pages. You can apply, you have to create one time CSS, and you can apply this CSS to all pages. Understand why we are using CSS? In HTML you have to write all these code for all pages, while CSS you have to write only one time, and you can apply this CSS to all pages. So CSS is better than HTML tag. Then CSS syntax. Now we have to learn about CSS syntax, and then advantages and disadvantages. Now CSS syntax. The syntax of CSS consists of special symbols known as rules. Special symbols known as rules. Syntax of CSS. CSS syntax consists of special symbols. It means it consists special symbols, and the symbols are known as rules. What? Rules. Rules means rules. You have to follow some rules if you want to use CSS, then you have to follow some rules. So how can you write CSS syntax? CSS rules has two main parts. How many parts? Two main parts. CSS has two main parts. First is selector and second is declaration. Most important. First is selector and second is declaration. What? See, if you want to use CSS, then you have to write two parts. How many parts? Two parts. First part is selector and second part is declaration. First is selector. If it means selector means the word itself suggests its meaning, you have to select, and declaration, and then you have to declare. First part is selector part and second part is declaration part. Now what do you mean by selector part? The selector is the HTML element. What? The selector is the HTML element on which you want to apply the style. What do you mean by selector? Selector means a HTML element. Matlab selector is one type of a HTML element. And why we are using selector? Because your selector is a one type of a HTML element on which you have to apply, you want to apply some style. If you want to apply some style, then you have to use CSS. CSS consists of two parts. First part is selector part and second part is declaration part. Now how can you write your selector and declaration part? Selector part means what? Selector part is a one type of HTML element. How can you write selector? We are moving forward. How can you write you CSS? You can write your CSS syntax like this: selector, curly bracket, property, colon, value, curly bracket over. Selector, can you see example of CSS? It is known as CSS. Can you see it? This is the example of CSS. In CSS example, can you see H1? H1 means heading 1. You know about heading tag in HTML. Do you know about it? HTML have a heading tag. HTML consists of a heading tag. Heading tags are heading tags, that is heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. These all tags are known as heading tag. Which tag? Heading tag. Heading tag consists of 6 type of various tags, that is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. If I want H1 tag, then my output will be like this. You can see big K. If I am selecting H2, then my output like this. If I am selecting H3, then my output like this. If I am selecting H4, then my output like this. If I am selecting H5, then output will be like this. And if I am selecting H6, then my output like H6. Can you see? If you are using H1, then your heading will be big. If you are selecting H2, then your heading will be small than H1 and big than H3, H4, H5, H6. When you are selecting H3, then your heading will be smaller. H6, your heading will be very small. It's up to you. I am selecting H1. Selector, the name suggests itself. Selector, it means you have to select. What you have to select? HTML tag. Which tag? Heading tag. Heading tag consists of H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. That is selector part. Selector part is over. In selector part, you have to select either H1 or H2 or H3, H4, H5, H6. It's up to you. I am selecting H1. Now second part is declaration part. First, CSS consists of how many parts? Two parts. First part is selector part and second part is declaration part. How many parts? Two parts. CSS consists of two parts, that is selector part and declaration part. In selector part, you have to select HTML tag. that is heading tag, compulsory heading tag, that is h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6. In declaration part, declaration consists of a property. Property means what? Attribute. Declaration part consists of a property associated with the HTML element, associated with the HTML element in selector and its corresponding value. Means what? Property, I am giving color property, so I have to compulsory give value of the color property. Why? Because I am giving color property, color colon green. You can see property and value is separated by colon sign. Which sign? Colon sign. If I want to apply font size, then I have to use font size colon. I want to apply 14 font size, then I have to write like this, font size colon 14. I want to apply color green, then I have to write color colon green. Can you see it? If I want to apply font family times New Roman, then I have to write font family colon times New Roman. So the general syntax of your CSS is selector curly bracket open, property colon value. Example h1. h1 is a selector, property, color is a property, colon and value. Value of your color is green, that is value. Now example, now you have to create a CSS like this in your composer. Example, assume that we want to design a website. It means you have to design a website. In our chapter 3 you have to design your website. Our chapter 3, that is website, you have to compulsory create 5 pages website. So assume that we want to design a website and the heading on all the web pages, heading of on all the web pages, we are creating CSS for heading, not for content of the form. We have to design our page through CSS. It means we are designing our heading only through CSS. CSS is specially used for heading. So assume that we want to design a website and the heading of on all the web page should follow a particular style. For example, all the heading, that is h1, I want to apply h1 heading. If you want to apply h2 h3, then it's up to you. All the heading h1 inserted in the web page should follow the style as given. It means if you want to create your website, then you have to create 5 pages and you have to compulsory give all 5 pages heading like this. For example, I want to apply font that is Times New Roman. Case, I want uppercase. Alignment, I want center alignment. Background color, I want like blue color. Border, I want dotted border. That is property and its value. It is declaration part. Which part? Declaration part. I am giving declaration part. Declaration part consists of two items, that is property colon value. Property and value separated by colon sign. So I am giving declaration and selector is h1. Our selector is h1 and declaration is font, case, alignment, background and border. Now you have to create a CSS in your composer and you have to use all these declaration. It means you have to apply font times New Roman, case, alignment, background color and border. Now we have to see how to use CSS in composer. Can you see composer? So first of all, we have to create a CSS. For CSS you have to use tools menu. Can you see menu bar? Can you see file menu, edit menu, view menu, insert menu, format menu, table menu, tools menu and help menu. That is menu bar. Which bar? Menu bar. In menu bar you have to select tools menu. Which menu? Tools menu. Inside your tools menu you have to select preference. You have to select preference. If you are using Windows operating system, then you have to use tools menu and preference. If you are using Ubuntu, that is Linux, then you have to use edit. Inside edit you have to use preference option. I am using Windows operating system, that's why I have to use tools. Inside tools I have to select preference. Which option? Preference. It's depend on your operating system. If you have Windows as a operating system, then you have to use tools menu. If you have Linux operating system, Ubuntu operating system, then you have to use edit menu. So I am using Windows, that's why I have to use tools. Inside tools I am choosing preference. When I'm selecting preference, one dialog box will be open. Can you see a dialog box? That is option. Now inside option, can you see general tab, font tab, new page setting, advanced and application. You have to select general tab. Which tab? General tab. Inside general tab, can you see cascading style sheet, CSS editing? Can you see CSS editing? In CSS editing, can you see use CSS style instead of HTML element and attribute. Use CSS style in use CSS styles instead of HTML elements and attribute. So you have to check this box. My box is already selected. If you so check your box. If your box you have to compulsory check your box. Cascading style sheet. What do you mean by it? Use CSS style instead of HTML elements and attribute. It means we have to use CSS style instead of HTML elements and attribute. Now we don't want to use HTML elements. For example, I don't want to use B tag, I tag, U tag. I want to use CSS instead of HTML elements and attribute. So my box is already selected. So now select OK. Now can you see toolbar? That is, it is known as composition toolbar. Can you see CSS on your composition toolbar? Select your CSS. When you are clicking CSS, one dialog box will be open, that is, please enter a title for the current page. It means you have to enter your title title for your page. I am giving heading for my page. Heading OK. When I am clicking OK button, save page as dialog box will be open. I want to select my heading page on desktop, that's why I am selecting desktop. Can you see my page will be heading.html. .html is an extension of the HTML page. Now I am selecting save. Now heading.html already exists. I want to replace it. That's why I am giving yes. Now when I am giving yes, one dialog box will be open, that is CSS style sheet. Inside CSS style sheet, can you see on the left pane, can you see sheet and rules, and on the right pane can you see new style rules. Now inside your right pane new style rule, can you see two radio button? How many buttons? Two radio buttons. And radio buttons means what? You have to select only one item at a time. If I am selecting first radio button, then I can't select second radio button. If I am selecting second radio button, then I can't select first radio button. Now we have to choose first radio button, that is style applied to all elements of the type. It means what? We are creating CSS style, and this CSS style applied to all elements of the type. For example, H2. So first you have to select your first radio button. Now can you see create a new? Inside create a new, can you see drop down menu? Inside your drop down menu, you have to select your click your drop down menu. When you are clicking your drop down menu, a menu will be open. Inside your menu there will you can see heading tag, that there is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, various types of heading tag. There are 6 types of heading tag. I am choosing H1. If you want H2, if you want H3, if you want H4, if you want H5, if you want H6, then you can select it. Yes, select it. I am giving H1. Now you have to select create style rule. Create style rule. Whenever I am clicking create style rule, dialog box is same CSS style sheet, but can you see all the tab of the page is different? Can you see there are 7 different tab is available on your page. First is general. In general tab there is nothing. In your text tab various tools available: background color, border, box and list. Now we have to create a CSS like this. First is font. My font will be Times New Roman. I want my font that is Times New Roman. Times New Roman. I want my font heading tag that I want my heading font Times New Roman. So we have to apply inside tags. Can you see font family? Inside font family there are two radio buttons. First is unspecified and second is predefined. We have to select predefined because we are giving predefined to our CSS. We have to use predefined radio button. Inside you have to select predefined radio button, and then you have to select Times New Roman. So our first property, our first declaration, that is font Times New Roman property, is complete. Now second, that is case, and I want uppercase. So can you see case? Inside case you have to select drop down list, no change, lowercase, uppercase and capitalize. Now can you see a preview box? It is known as preview box. I am giving uppercase. You can see your preview box. All text will be, you can see your text, all your text will be in uppercase. I am giving lowercase. All your text will be in lower. I am giving capitalize. All your capitalize each word. It means what? All your word is in capital, but we have to apply uppercase. So our second property is over. Case will be in upper. Third is alignment, center alignment. So I want alignment. Can you see alignment? In the alignment option, that is left. I am selecting left. Can you see preview box? I am giving right. Can you see preview? I am giving center. Can you see preview? Your text is in center position. So our alignment is over. That is center align. Next, fourth, that is background color. I want my background color light blue. So you have to select background tab. Inside background tab, can you see color, and it is known as can you see rectangle, and it is known as color palette. What color palette? You have to select it. Color palette is open. Now I want light blue color, so I am choosing light blue. Okay. If you want image as a background, then you have to select choose file, and you have to choose your picture, and your picture will be available as a background, but I want background color, not picture. If you want, then you can do it. So our background color, that is light blue, over. Now I want border, that is dotted border, so you have to select borders. Now inside border, can you see all 4 sides use same border style? Means what? If you want all border have 4 sides: top, bottom, left and right. If you want all 4 types same, then you have to select this box. But if you don't want, then you can deselect it. First of all, I am deselect it. I want only top border, that is dotted border. Now can you see preview? Dotted top border. I want right dotted border. Can you see? Right dotted border. I want bottom dotted border. Can you see? I want left dotted border. But whenever I'm selecting, all four sides use same border. Can you see? Top tab is active, right, bottom and left are deactive. All four sides use same border style. You have to select, and inside top you have to select dotted border, and your preview is same. Now if you want to apply box list, then you can do it, but we have to create a CSS like this: font, case, alignment, background color and a border. I want this property in my heading. So our CSS is ready. Now can you see general tab? Inside general tab, can you see selector? Our selector is H1. And can you see our CSS first border style, that is dotted, font family Times New Roman, text uppercase, text alignment, center and background color. Our CSS is ready. Apply OK button. Now I want to write registration form heading. If you want to apply your CSS to your heading, then you have to use composition toolbar 1. Formatting toolbar 1. Formatting toolbar 1. Inside formatting toolbar 1, you have to select heading 1 because our selector is heading 1. If I want to apply CSS effect in my heading 2, then I have to select heading 2, but my selector is heading 1, that's why I have to compulsory use heading 1. Can you see our CSS? First, background color, that is light blue. Second, border, that is dotted on for all four sides, left, right, top and bottom. Now I am writing registration form. Can you see? Font Times New Roman, case uppercase and alignment, that is center. It is known as CSS. Now you can apply this CSS to all the pages.